welcome to this episode. My name is Lynn. I want to talk to you about because today or this month is February. And you know what that means? It means that we are living on this month of love. There's a lot of love on here. There's a lot of love left, right, center. People are expecting a lot. People are expecting flowers. People are expecting different gifts. And in case you're not brought any gift, don't give up on that relationship because it's not based on flowers or chocolate, or it's not based on gifts. So don't lose hope. These are just common things that happen every day. So I want to tell you something, or I want to let you know something. Are you aware that how you grew up as a child can affect or impact your love life or your lifestyle? The lifestyle that you bring on board with that partner you're living with can be determined by your childhood. If you had a bad childhood, it is, so to speak, that you will have the same kind of lifestyle. The way you saw your parents loving each other, the way you saw your parents doing to each other, if, for example, they were controlling, if they were pleasing, this is the same thing you might adopt. So your childhood impacts on your love style today, because many people are living on their past, especially those people who had trauma when they were young. It can affect your lifestyle. It can affect your love life. Yes, the way you determine things, the way you do things. Like now, for example, there's a story that is trending online, like right now. The the story of the lady was murdered, and of course Joey and Jackie Maribe, so to speak. So this story is trending because it might be that the people who did that, or due to that murder, this person was very controlling, and now he found a lady who was not that type. So any type you bring on board, any style you bring on board in your love life, it might be determined by your childhood, the way you lived as a child. For example, if you're a person who is very, very pleasing, you please other people, you want to please other people, left, right, center, you're the pleaser. It means that when you're young, you were given everything, like your parents gave you a lot of authority. Your parents gave you everything. So you used to please other people. You used to see yourself as somebody. You used to see yourself as, somewhere on top of the world, so to speak. So this determines how you grow up. To date, you want to please people. You want to do things that will please other people. Not yourself, not your partner, but you want to be a pleaser. You want to do things. You want to be this famous couple. You want to be this, famous person, and such kind of things. They do happen. So it depends on where you grew up and how your parents took care of you. Okay. This kid, when you were young, if you're a pleaser to date, that means you were a good kid. You were doing things that were good. You were doing things that your parents wanted you to do. So this is simply what it means. But it affects you in your love life. You will bring that into your marriage or into your relationship, because you will want to please your partner. You will want to please other people. I've told you, you will want to be a celebrity. You will want to be talked about, that, so and so, this couple, such kind of things. They started when you're a child. So your childhood can impact your love life. This is our topic today. Ask yourself, are you a pleaser? Do you want to please other people? How do you get to please other people? What do you do that other people see that you're a pleasing person? Do you have trouble in maybe saying no to other people because you want to please them? So saying no is very, very difficult. You want to say yes everything because you want to stand out. You want to be the one to be talked of. You want to be the one to be said, Now, there is also another love style that is called a victim. Were you a victim of circumstances? Were things not working during your childhood? You will behave a victim forever. You will want to be a victim. You're the one who is affected. You are so down. You are so bored. You are so weak. And such kind of things are the things that you will portray in your love. For example, you saw your father abusing your mother. This one will affect you to date. You will stand at you will be vulnerable. Anytime you're vulnerable, because you think that every time is going to be like the time you lived those old days. Love life, love style, how it affects, how is it is affected or it is determined by your childhood. So your childhood is very, very key. Parents who are here, who are raising their children, remember, whatever you do to your love, whatever love style you're portraying to your love, or your woman or your husband, it is what your children might adopt. So make sure to be nice. Be nice to your woman, you know. Now, there are these people who are very, very controlling. If you're controlling, it means that even your childhood was like that. People were domineering on top of you. People were talking on top of you. People were the one to speak. People were the one to say something. Your parents were not good. They were overprotective. They were controlling you left, right, center. They were on top of you, you know. That is why you're controlling to date. You want to control what your partner does. You want to control everything that your partner does. It is bad. This one is a very, very bad type of love, because if you're controlling, that means you will not give the other partner time to do what they want to do what they think it's best for them, to be themselves. You want to domineer. You want to be the one to speak. Especially a lot of men are very, very controlling. Yes, a lot of men are very, very, very controlling. So if you're this type, that means your parents did not raise you well. There was a problem while you were growing up. So another thing is that apart from the growing up, apart from this other thing, that means you are, another thing is, if you are weak, you cannot stand up for yourself. That means your parents raised you that way. They were not very good. They did not groom you well. They did not think of, you know, the way you will grow up, the way you will end up. And this has made many, especially ladies, suffer in marriages that are not working. Your marriage is not working, but because you feel that you're so weak, that there's nothing you can do, you still hold on to it, which is a bad thing. It's a bad sign. You have seen all the red flags, but you're still holding on to it. You're still there. You're still holding on to it, which is not the case. So this Valentine's Day, as we approach this Valentine's Day, the thing that you should understand is that your childhood, whatever that happened during your childhood time, can repeat itself inside of you when you're older. Everything that you saw your parents, for example, you saw your parents, there's no day your mother or your father told your mother that you're beautiful, or told your mother that I love you. These words, especially if you grew up those old days, such kind of words, especially in front of your children, was like a taboo. You could not see any parents doing such kind of a thing. But there was these other parents who were very open about their relationship, and they were like, when I grew up, there's a certain man who used to have this beautiful lady for a wife, who was very brown, you know, skin color. And that man used to boast, I'm telling you. He used to say, in all this village, who has a wife like me? I have a very beautiful wife. Nani amenishinda, you know? There's nobody who has a very beautiful wife like me. So, and you find out it was a good thing, by the way. Okay, though she died later, years later, due to some sickness, but at least the man was very comfortable with her. At least the man was very, 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 very bold to speak out that this is my woman and I love her so much. And I'm just trying to imagine now the daughters, because he had a lot of daughters. I'm trying to imagine wherever they went, they knew that is how a man should treat a woman. So whatever that happened can be transferred to children up to date. This is what you should understand. Things that are happening, like there was another story that was trending about a man killing himself, a teacher killing himself, writing a eulogy and saying that his ex should read it during his burial. All these things are happening. The suicide that you're seeing right now, the killings, the kind of killings that that is happening is related to childhood. I'm telling you, if you go deeper and go back and sit back and try to see what is happening right now, it is due to childhood. It started during your childhood. You never saw, your mother talking back at your father, and that is what you want to bring in your home. You never saw your father eating any other person's food. That is what you want to bring in your love right now. You don't want anybody to cook for you. Even when your wife is away on a journey, on a trip, you don't eat. You rather go to eat in a hotel than eating at your home. The food that is cooked by your children, maybe they're older, or your house manager. So these things impact your life. Your childhood impacts your life a lot of big time. This is what you should understand. So the things that you're seeing left, right, center as a person, these things did not start yesterday. These are things that started old days. You want to control someone because you think you are the one to speak. Like now there's a tribe or a clan in Kenya that women don't have a voice. Women are just like children. They don't speak, they don't talk, they are just there like children. And you see, these things started during old age. That generation, yes, the one you're thinking, the old people, those grannies and the grandparents and all that. But it is impacting lives of young people to date. These kind of people, you will never speak. You're still a child. You're regarded as a child. That means your opinion does not count as a woman. Your opinion is useless. You don't even speak. Who are you to speak? What are you saying? Unasema nini? What are you saying? There's nothing that you can say that makes sense. So they are the ones to give decisions. They are the ones to keep your money. Because like now we are living under very hard economic times. And many families are struggling, many relationships is struggling, other people are leaving, other people are divorcing. A lot of things are happening online or even in families. But you know what? Women are controlled. They are manipulated. There are men who manipulate women a lot, a big time. Why? Because these women, they think they don't have a voice. They don't have a brain to think, I don't know. Maybe that's how they put it. But let me tell you something. These women have a brain. These women, they are very intelligent. These women can make decisions. These women can bring something on the table. These women are powerful. But you're there as a man because you grew up in a controlling family. Now you think you can control your woman. Give us a chance. Give us a chance to express our love. Remember, we are talking about love. This month of February is the month of love. You are going to be brought flowers. But I've said, if you're not brought anything, don't give up. But you can also bring something. You can also bring a gift. If you're not brought a gift, you can bring a gift. It's a two-way traffic, You bring a gift, I bring a gift. It is well with our soul. So as we approach Valentine's Day, let us think about how we should maybe deal away with these traditionists, these these customs that are drawing us backwards. Let us forge forward. Today, the world of nowadays, the world of science, the world of technology, we need people who are who embrace change. We need people who embrace what is on the table, so that we can protect, or we can keep away this kind of things that are happening, the murder, the suicide, you know. Yes, in my next video, you know what I will be talking about? Wait and see. I'll be talking about how you can cope with a breakup. You've been broken, you don't know what to do. How are you supposed to take up the breakup issue positively, so that you can come out as a winner? Thank you so much for listening. I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. As you approach Valentine's Day, I want to wish you a happy Val's Day. And remember, before I finish, remember, Valentine is there for us to share, not the love bit alone. You also look it broadly, so that you can share with the people who don't have. This is my message. Otherwise, happy Valentine's Day. Bye bye.